So this is Gwynn and Erin. Gwynn is the one nearest to me. Don't like how much he's hanging out. He can't get out, they are secured in. But for me, he should be sat further back, not further forward. They are making him wait, but absolutely. You're on a busy road. And what you want to do is train your dogs so that they're not having to be restrained. They understand that they cannot just jump out just because the door's open. So she's way too far in front when you can see there's a dog and you can see that they're reacting. So for the video, they were just barking a minute ago. I was too slow. There's a little Frenchie there. But you see how you're letting the dogs walk in front of you, so you're letting the dog take control of the walk. This is what I'm saying. When you're walking, as soon as you see a dog, you need to be shortening them up. But don't do it just when you see a dog, otherwise they'll come wise to that. So get used to walking them more at the side. So she's not doing bad there. There's 3 dogs to the left of us. But she's at a good enough distance. Yeah, so she's doing better because she's looking. Morning. She's looking, but she's not doing the lungy back that she's used to. The muzzle?
Yeah. Because sometimes she's so different.
The Zorro mask.
So what I'm seeing literally is just 2 dogs dragging you around, spinning circles and just... That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. So you might think you've got control, but to me, you don't look like you have.
I've got about 50% control, not 100%.
I think
I've got as much control as I want.
I think the issue is you're too comfortable letting them walk in front. Well, when you're somewhere like this or somewhere where it's a sunny day and there might be a lot of people, which is most places, you have to get used to keeping them at your side because, and it's him, she's not so bad, all right, she did good with them 3 dogs there, but there's plenty of space. She's the one that can be reactive, but in the very, very first lessons, I remember saying, is he reactive? You said no, and then the first dog we saw, he's woo. I'm like, oh, well, so he is when he wants, and then she joined in with that.
He's got more barky towards dogs just lately. I don't know if that's
because he's too much in front. Like I said, when you put a dog in front, you're telling them you control the walk, and this is where I need you to break that habit.
Okay. No.
So now you look like you've got better control. Well. So anyway. Looks can be deceiving. So again, don't hold them on a tight lead, but you need to give them enough lead so it's not tight to start with, but don't give them too much lead that they can get in front. So if you give them lead and they're going to obviously move forward into that lead, as soon as they move forward, you're going to pop on the leads upwards, if that's easier the way you've got hold of them, or across to your side. Where people go wrong is they start with the leads too short in the beginning, so there's already tension. If you have tension to start with, you're going to have tension to finish with. So your dog's never going to learn, it's just going to learn to pull into the tension more.
He's bad, in colour. He's just got used to it like...
His prong collar?
His prong collar like, oh. Yeah, you pull it, but...
Well, so if you're saying he's got used to it, that's because he's pulling into it too much.
Yeah.
The pulling into it won't stop them. It's the corrections that stop them. Yeah. So this goes back to what I've just said. They're both pulling and they're too comfortable being in front, and you're too comfortable letting them being in front.
I don't walk them together. Not yet.
No, you were nervous at walking just one of them, weren't you even? Any of them?
I haven't walked her.
So I'll stay at the side. Are you confident walking on both? So correct her, look at her, she's upright, she's huffing and puffing. Correct that, because that's going to trigger this other dog. He's doing it, but in a more subtle way. She's really pulling. So they might bark in a minute, it might all go wild in a minute. That's why I'm at the side. He's doing good. Yeah, I'm going to say. Thank you. And as well, we didn't help you, it's because you had to stop. So what he was doing was displacement sniffing, and then he's like, boom. But they're all as bad as each other. They're all, shepherds, they stare, waiting for the next dog to stare, and they trigger off that.
He did really well though.
He does locking on his eyes.
Yeah, but that's what she does as well.
Come on.
Yeah, got to try and keep them moving where you can, but it's not always possible, is it? So that's it, you see?
All the time, though. She hasn't got tension on her.
No, but you lead straight. So you want to watch, I'm watching you lead, that's it. So that's how you want the lead, nice and loose. Every time it goes straight, flick across, or... See, I was flicking across when I had him.
Yeah, I find he does better if you flick across sometimes.
See, his lead is straight, too straight. Now hers has gone too straight. You're going to have to keep moving. And again, these two are going to react if these two do. They might bark at you. Give space, lots of space. Go far left. Keep them walking. Thank you. Correct, her, she's pulling. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you very much. Now, as I said correct her, and I saw you were about to correct her again, I was about to say don't correct again because it'll trigger her. So you've got to be very, very careful. Right. If your corrections sometimes might trigger her. So if you find that's what's going on, you'll have to correct beforehand. But when they get too intense, you literally got to try and just keep moving past.
Okay.
She didn't do bad.
Okay.
So turn them.
Right.
But you see what you're doing? You're kind of dragging them to steer them. We don't want that. We want them to learn one pop, a split second, and that's where they're going to be going. Still, I'm seeing straight leads. I don't want straight leads. So, when I say not straight leads, we don't want tension on the leads. And then when I turn, pop, pop. And you can see he's like, oh God, she's going to pop. Pop, relax, pressure release, pressure release. But you see loose leads, I can hold them shorter. Loose leads, stop, up. Forward. He's trying to always go in front. Loose leads. Whereas you're kind of creating, might not be tension, but it's a straight lead. So you've got like a millimetre before you get the tension. Leads are straight, his lead, look how straight. So correct him rather than give him more lead, and correct across towards you rather than... Because as soon as I take the lead, you see he's looking at me. As soon as I give you the lead back, he's still looking at me for direction. So dogs are no good at leading. We have to be their leaders. As soon as you step up to be the leader, they start giving you respect. See, see her lead's staying loose all the time. Izzy's doing better now. So you have to practice, and you can, I mean, you look, I can't think of the word, when you do it, it looks very abrupt. And don't get me wrong, it has to be abrupt for them to notice, but you can do it so that you still get the same effect, but with less of a movement. So it literally is just your wrist that moves. Well, in some instances, it's going to be your whole arm, but...
Yeah,
see,
it's trying to correct him without correcting her.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue.
But that's a nicer walk, look. It looks nicer. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It looks nicer.
Feels nicer.
Yeah, because there's no tension on the lead. So we've got the guy with the shepherd again. So you are going to have to pull over. I'd shove him into the side. Shove him into the side, let him come past. Get more in front of them. Now watch that he doesn't do what he did. Such drama queens, aren't they, German shepherds? Keep going because you've got a Labrador behind you. Keep moving forward. So, where possible, we try and keep them moving, as I say, but he had to stop last time, so this time it's only fair that we stop. In my opinion. Morning. Yeah. Keep over to the left, Steve. Just watch these, don't bark or do
Well, I'll let you
drama.
get a bit of space there.
Oh, go on, he's let you. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Come on, Win. Come on. Thank you, cheers.
No worries, then walk again. As soon as they passed, you can start walking. Just make sure you're not walking super close. So she did good there. Both of them did good. She wanted to have a look, that's fine, but you got to watch she don't stare, which is 3 seconds or more. Otherwise, you're going to get your reaction.
She's getting better.
Yeah, she is. The very first lesson you did,
Oh, she's a bad one.
they were a nightmare, lunging, jumping, barking, screaming, all the drama. I was just going to say they were doing good then. See, it's him you need to watch more than her.
Yeah.
But it's nicer, look, isn't it? Your lead's been looser for longer on this last 10 minutes since I showed you.